Hey guys, my name is Simpzy. How you all doing? Welcome back to some more Total War WARHAMMER II here today on the channel. We're back on the Warden the Paunch DLC, playing as Eltharion the High Elf. This is episode 7. In today's episode, we're going to continue our conquest in the southern Badlands against Warden the Paunch. Paunch? I don't know why I read that as... I don't know why I read that as punch when I just said paunch in the intro. Come on, Simpzy, what are you doing? Right, we're going to be trying to finish off and put a dent into the Tomb Kings here today against SETTRA the Imperishable. So guys, if you're still enjoying the series, leave a like, support it, and I'll do more. I've got to say a huge thank you to the Creative Assembly for sending me a early access copy of the DLC and making this Let's Play possible. So a huge thank you to them and their amazing community team. I'll put in the description below the Steam page if you guys would like to read further information about the DLC. So we've managed to take down in the Badlands. It's actually turned into like a full-blown conquest. So we've managed to knock out a lot of Grom's lands. Why can't we push here against SETTRA? Come on. This is one of the notable bugs, just like trying to push in there. It happened further in the north in Ulth1 at some point. Okay, so Eltharion now. So basically, we had to take Galbaraz on the coast. I didn't want to go to war with SETTRA and the Tomb Kings, but the quest conditions asked for it. If we're going to get any close to getting my defenses up nice and high, making it slightly easier when Grom arrives in 31 turns, I think. We're 120 into our Let's Play now. It's going to be interesting to see when other people get a hand and have a go at this DLC. Who sort of takes over the Badlands? I think I was kind of unlucky that SETTRA sort of united it, but so be it. Eltharion is further in the north, trying to reclaim a sacked, raided city. So we have Eltharion, the Ever Queen, taking the coast, continuing to push against SETTRA, and now we have Eltharion rotating up as well. Tyrion, for some reason, still doesn't want to confederate. We were able to confederate with Eltharion, the Ever Queen, and Eltharion quite easily. Tyrion, the heir of an Aryan, that's probably why, still stands defiant. Naggarond is calculating. We're probably going to be intercepted there. Now, there's quite a large force near their capital, and SETTRA's just outside. Yeah, and here we go. The Tomb Kings are coming out against us. I could have hit it before, if it didn't bug. Please do take into consideration that this is a early access version of the DLC. There's going to be hiccups. There's going to be bugs. And also this is a blind Let's Play, so please take that into consideration.
I am a little parched.
Alright, now can we go against SETTRA? Now he's got a full stack. It's not even SETTRA, he ran. It's King Polt. It's like Polt Thor or something? Where's SETTRA gone? Ah, SETTRA ran further back. Coward. Oh well, no matter. Yeah. I really wanted to fight SETTRA. Oh. No matter. We'll auto-resolve this one. We will have a battle against SETTRA here today, I promise. Wow, that was a close one. We only just took that one by the skin of our teeth. Now, unfortunately, guys, this campaign will end in the not-too-soon future. Once we hit our Vortex victory conditions, depending on feedback and support, I could do a full map completion, or maybe we should move to something else. Maybe we should play as the Paunch or Emmerich. Let me know. Alright, let's have a look at Athel Tamara. We've nearly got it up and running. We just need to mostly focus on the Silent Sentinels for now.
Swear that you will defend Yvresse
Hey, we've reached it to the maximum potential now, with 30 turns of Grom to spare. We probably could have got it a lot earlier than 120, but we'll allow Lithanar to colonize this. Hey, and the Lithanar's gone up in stats. Fantastic. So, Cavill, Henry Cavill I like to call him, my Lawmaster, has the title of the Watcher. Eltharion has the Sentinel. We shall give Elithnar the other. We're at max defense now. I think we can go all the way up to 100. So, does that anything? We still need to take Spectazuma to complete the jungle purge. We're still currently making a decent amount per turn. Warden's supply.
The Warden.
Alright, further in the south,
Prince
let's allow Eltharion.
Eltharion.
And I guess SETTRA's run back again. How did you get past Eltharion there? That's a shame. Dark Elves raiding. A couple of hostile actions. The faction destroyed? What? Who? Grom the Paunch and the Broken Axe tribe have been decimated in the south. I don't believe it. Really? I know we've been focusing on the Tomb Kings and SETTRA for some time, but far out, mate. I've got my Fire Mage in Karond Kar in Elithanar's territory. Well, I guess we'll just fight this one here today then. King Nebuset. King Nebuset. Let's deal with you. Now you're running away, you freak. Let's run them down, because unfortunately we had a game crash with the last Tomb King fight. We've been fighting a lot of gobbos the last couple of episodes. Let's fight this one. We haven't had a battle against the Tomb Kings in quite some time, and then we'll try and play SETTRA as well in today. We'll try and do 2 battles. Let's see how we go. Alright, let's fight this one. One lot of Phoenix Guard. We haven't seen much of in the series. I've been really quite liking the Silver and Guard a lot. So let's go against SETTRA, the Imperishables faction. To complete the next victory condition after Vortex, was it World Domination or Domination? We have to take out a fair few more factions. Nagaron and most of the United Lizardman tribes. So, that's something we could do, as long as you guys would like to see it. If not, we can move on to something else. It doesn't necessarily have to be Total War or Warhammer 2, even though I really do enjoy the game. And any opportunity I get to play it, I will. But yeah, we could go back to more historical, medieval, Total War. Just let me know feedback and suggestions so I can prepare and organise ahead for the coming weeks and months. I don't know if other YouTubers are like this, but I have like huge Word documents of series that I like to do on like all the Total Wars. So I've got a bit of a blueprint of what I really want to do, and most of the time, well, I don't think I don't do series that I don't want to do, clearly, but there's definitely priorities on some. But if there's a sort of an resounding support for one specific Total War or faction, there's no reason why I can't do it. It's more than likely on the list, or it's already been done. I've got a huge back catalogue of Total War content. The older it goes back, the worse it gets. The quality goes down, my voice gets squeakier. But I must have over a couple of thousand there. Same with the mods. The mods probably go out of date as well. Alright, so we'll get all my Silvering Guard to be quite aggressive. Try and pin them down where we can. We have numerical supremacy. We want to try and surround them as best we can. Allow my Sisters of Avalon to do most of the work in heavy lifting. We'll try and get them to target and focus on the Tomb Kings. They seem to be holding quite well. They're not throwing too much bombardments or magical damage against me. We'll send the Moon Dragons over the top to try and disrupt and harry some of their chariots further at the back. But overall, we're carving them up like carving a cake. The Phoenix is deploying its tornado, doing tremendously well. Ethereal bolts from the Sisters of Avalon supporting us as well. And we are starting to slowly but surely envelop and encircle the enemy Skelly Boys. The king has pushed up here. Nub Best. However you say his damn name. But 35 turns away before Grom rocks up again to try and destroy the Waystone. I think, like, lore-wise, like it was when he was carving up north and south Ivres when Eltharion was away on his Nagaron raid and conquest. I believe there was only like one Waystone away before the vortex went kaput, because he didn't really like know and was like fully conscious of his actions doing it. It was mostly the shaman he had with him. Oh, the enemy lord is wounded. We should have captured him by now. Another one sent to the towers of Athel Tamara, and a decisive victory. Let's end that one there. 138 lost. They deployed just shy of 500, and we destroyed the full force and their king. Look at the casualties sustained and inflicted. Being called to be more aggressive, of course, the Phoenix Guard are going to outperform a Phoenix Guard of Regiment Renowned, no less. Pushing Sisters of Avalon did okay in their short, limited stint. The Phoenix did really well. Eltharion got 2 kills. Eltharion the Radiant, the Sentinel. That's a bit of a mouthful. Eltharion the Radiant, the Sentinel. Eltharion the Radiant, the Sentinel. The Sentinel Radiant. The Radiant Sentinel. That is Eltharion. It's just a bit of a mouthful. But I like it. I like it a lot. Alright, so we've beaten the Tomb Kings here today. But I'm surprised SETTRA, although being imperishable, seems to be running away the Skelly Boy. But so be it. We've got 10k in the bank now. We're making 5k per turn. And we've started to stretch the High Elf Kingdom. Ulthuan is all but under the control, mostly, by like 1 or 2 settlements, by myself and Tyrion, heir of Anarion. We've managed to capture the king. Now that Athel Tamara is fully rebuilt, fully operational, it kind of reminds me, you know where like Faramir hangs out in like Return of the King? I couldn't even tell you what it's called now. But it kind of reminds me of that. The flowing waterfalls, the hidden city. Now, as we've unlocked the interrogation unit, we get a passive of the Mirror Realms here. Mistwalker units receive the following abilities. So we can interrogate him, and that's what we unlock. We can execute, of course, getting the army experience, or we can indoctrinate to get the financial buff. The Watchers of Ivres and the Sentinels, we've nearly got fully made. Oh, so that's the first time we've done that. We can do another one. Ah. So you can interrogate, get the Waywalker buff. Or you can even keep him in there and get a leadership bonus as well against the Tomb Kings. It's only 5%. I'd rather the army or the experience and financial, to be perfectly honest. So have we nearly fully upgraded this? 2 more. 3 more. Oh, I thought we nearly had. I knew it was only like 1 or 2, but it was actually 3. Now it's 2. We've nearly got it fully back up and operational. Alrighty, welcome to the top of the turn. 1, 2, 3. It's me, your boy Simpzy. Whose name is that? Vicstar13, that's his name. Anyway, let's continue on. Let's push further north to the Tomb King's capital. Antioch. Antioch. I guess that's what that name's meant to invoke. Eltharion's pushing further south. And I'm still trying to crush the Tomb Kings to a pulp. We seem to be beating them quite well. They can't seem to stand against us. But I'd rather be fighting Grom, but he got destroyed. Alrighty. We've got another upgrade 3. It doesn't really matter now. Combat and the archery complex. Let's go with combat. We've nearly fully upgraded Athel Tamara. We're already at 100 miss defense as well. We'll push for the capital here. We might need some additional reinforcements. If not, we're going to have to play this one against Otis, or whatever his name is. Got a pretty formidable army inside. No matter. Hey, SETTRA's actually attacked us here. We've been intercepted with Eltharion. Let's fight this one. Let's do a quick save and the hard save, and we'll fight this one against SETTRA. 24. Eltharion was slightly lower. We've had a lot of battles with Eltharion the last couple of episodes. It's because Eltharion, like, had the previous episodes, a lot more of them, dealing with Grom and his goblin band. Alrighty, guys, welcome to the battle map. Now, unfortunately for this fight, this battle crashed twice as well. It's got something to do with the Tomb Kings. I don't know what it is. Some of the battles in the Badlands of the South seem to crash. Please do take into consideration that I'm using an early access build of Warden the Paunch. I just think there's a couple of troubled areas down here. So what I've had to do is get a replay of the battle. I think it's the whole thing where, like, I don't know how to explain it. So people who use battle replays and stuff, you need to deploy, start, then move your units. Sometimes the game crashes when you deploy and then just, like, move all your guys around in the deployment phase. I think that was it. I did manage to get it to work for this fight, though. So we're battling against SETTRA with Eltharion, the Ever-Chosen. This is a battle replay, of course. So they charge up with their Colossus here against me, charging through their ranks. I'm getting all my Sisters of Avalon to try and target it and focus it out where we can. Their chariots are piercing me on the right. I've taken a strong front line fortified position, inverted the flanks as well, and we're still trying to close and bring down the monstrosity. My dragons are doing well, and we've brought it down in the center, killing a fair few skelly boys. SETTRA, the Imperishable, is furious, and he's going to be even more so when the Phoenix rips through another tornado through the Skelly Boys' ranks. Eltharion, the Everqueen, is showing the Imperishable who's boss, who's Queen of the Gardens, I guess. So we're doing quite well against SETTRA. Everyone's still holding their line, even though they did break through some of the Silveran guard. The high DPS of the Sisters of Avalon, with the abundance of buffs faction-wide thanks to Elithana. Have really helped us out in this series. Bolt throwers once more. Once we got them into our army, she's all over. They are absolutely ripping through the Skelly Boys left, right and centre. Sisters of Avalon here are firing at Skelly Boys that have been sort of pushed and opened up to the flank just there. Although Eltharion doesn't have too many high damage DPS properties, her healing has come out absolutely trump, holding the front lines and beasts. The dragons are holding there for now as well. SETTRA, the Imperishable, trying to do his best ripping through and spawning units behind our front lines. My Phoenix is pushing further out here now. Right into the fields of locusts. It's quite fitting. Guy Fawkes loves locusts. Look at all those delicious bugs. There must be like some sort of bird buff he should get. Disrupting and phasing out those skilly boys sitting at the back. They were shooting us with impunity. Now that the Arcane Phoenix is there, they're going to phase and isolate them out for the fight. They've had to send chariots down to deal with them. Further on the left-hand side, things looking okay with Moon Dragon support. The Silverin Guard hold fast, and the Snaky Boys are now retreating further into reinforcements. The Tomb Kings are slowly but surely dissipating into the sands from whence they came. SETTRA and his agents trying to get his last lot of spawnages, and that's it. She's all over, Red Rover. The Tomb Kings are no more, with a close victory. Alrighty, we only just outnumber them by about 400. And we lost 350-ish. Look at the casualties sustained and inflicted. Arcane Phoenix did really, really well. Let's execute the captives for the additional bonus. Exiles of Nehek still have trade and non-aggression with me. Being in the far west, in Lustria, they don't mind. 126 now. 25 turns before Grom rocks up. So it looks like we're going to have the final battle in the next. So SETTRA, the Imperishable, has been kidnapped. And there he is. So as a legendary lord, we could keep him inside Athel Tamara. Of course, we're going to interrogate the poor sod and then get rid of him. Experience, money, influence, take your fancy. Let's execute him. And now, with our last upgrade, Athel Tamara will be rebuilt. And that's it. Now we've got upgrades we don't need. We've hit the max level. And we're getting more every turn as well. So we can stockpile some of these supplies. We've upgraded everything. Fantastic. We're up to 100 blessings now as well. So we can play that final battle when it comes up. Rightio guys, welcome back. So, after defeating SETTRA, their capital is undefended. Let's push Eltharion, the Radiant, the Sentinel, to their capital. Let's siege this one out. We're going to need siege equipment before we push. Alrighty. They actually come out against us there, so we don't need to actually siege them out. We'll just auto-resolve that one. A close one. And we've taken another Tomb King settlement. Ah. Druki have invaded and sacked it. They actually raised it as well. That's so annoying. Ah, we're going to be able to take the capital now. And two more Tomb King settlements bite the dust. Does SETTRA want peace now? You'd think he would. Salt Plain have rebelled. We're going to have to deal with them as well. So guys, unfortunately on that note, it's time to end the video here. Thank you very much for watching episode 7 of the Total War Warhammer 2 Warden the Paunch DLC campaign as Eltharion. Stay tuned for episode 8. We're going to be hitting our Vortex victory conditions. Grom will arrive in the next episode, episode 8. We're 133 turns into the Let's Play. 18 before he turns up. We have done 2 out of the 3 main quests. Pushing into the mountains, taking Galbraz. We haven't actually gone into Lustria. Hopefully that doesn't give us like too much of a negative debuff or anything. I don't think it does, but you never know. We've upgraded Athel Tamara. We've rebuilt it to its full capacity, and we've also got the defense of Tor Ivres as well. It's actually the highest ranked city we can get it to. It's at its strongest. We've got a garrison aside as well if it does get attacked, and we have the mists we can invoke as well to help us out if Grom arrives. Unfortunately, guys, it is time to end the video here. Thank you very much for watching. Like and subscribe if you haven't already. Let me know in the comment section down below your feedback for the series, and if you'd like to see more, that's the best way to ensure more content. Leave a dislike if you're not enjoying the series. Check out my social media links if you want to stay connected with me. Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram, all in the description below. Patreon and merchandise link in the description below, along with the Steam group. Come and join the community on Steam. And on that note, unfortunately, I have to end the video here. Thank you very much for watching once again. Make sure to take care of yourselves. Go out and have a fantastic rest of your day. My name has been Simpzy. Goodbye.